Khloe's really frustrating. And I think it's really unfair to direct this attitude towards Corey.
Mom, I've heard from so many people that you're secretly married.
No, I'm not secretly married.
Let me see your hands. Looks like it.
Stop.
Kris Jenner has finally unleashed the real story behind her explosive breakup with Corey Gamble, and wow, nobody saw this coming. After years of whispers, cryptic paparazzi photos, and endless fan theories, the truth is out, and it's way more intense than anyone imagined. This isn't just some Hollywood love story gone wrong. It's a mix of loyalty, betrayal, and a fortune that could make anyone's jaw drop. Kris, the powerhouse matriarch who built an empire from scratch, is said to be completely shattered. For years, she stood by Corey's side through everything, from red carpet glitz to quiet nights at home, trusting him with her heart and her empire. But suddenly, he's gone. According to close insiders, Corey allegedly vanished without warning, leaving Kris heartbroken and furious. And get this, he supposedly walked away with a mind-blowing $300 million. That's not just a breakup, that's a bombshell. Their relationship, once seen as rock solid, apparently began crumbling behind closed doors. People in Kris's circle say she believed with all her heart that Corey was the one, the man who finally brought her peace after years of heartbreak and public chaos. He had looked her in the eyes and sworn he'd never hurt her, never lie, never betray her. And Kris held on to that promise like her last thread of faith. But somewhere along the line, something snapped, and it's left her questioning everything she thought she knew. Now, after 2 failed marriages and this shocking fallout, Kris is left wondering if Corey's love was ever real at all. Was he truly the man who cared for her, or was he playing a role all along? Fans are in disbelief, and the rumors swirling around him are wild. Some people are even saying that Corey wasn't just her boyfriend, but a carefully placed insider, someone who got close to the Kardashian circle for reasons no one fully understands.
Give the lady a kiss.
Oh, you don't have to do everything she says.
Yes, you do.
She could be a...
Who is Corey Gamble, really? The mystery just keeps getting deeper, and Kris's silence up until now has everyone dying for answers. Even with a jaw-dropping 25-year age gap, Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble somehow made their love story work for nearly 10 whole years.
There's only a 26-year-old difference.
He's younger than me.
My mom has been out of the dating game for decades, so I want her to have fun again and to meet someone. But I just hope that she really thinks things through and doesn't just rush into anything.
Of glitz, loyalty, and late-night whispers, fans adored how unshakable they seemed, like nothing could tear them apart. But out of nowhere, their fairy tale came crashing down in the most shocking way possible. The couple that once looked unstoppable is now surrounded by rumors, heartbreak, and serious accusations that have everyone's head spinning. According to insiders close to the Kardashian circle, Kris never saw it coming.
Kanye texted Corey something really rude. Kanye was like, I think it's weird, like we've never met his family.
They claimed Corey suddenly pulled the plug on their relationship, and the way he did it was so suspicious that Kris didn't even know what hit her. One insider said she completely lost it after uncovering what she called his real motives. Kris allegedly accused Corey of running a long game, pretending to love her while secretly planning something behind her back. She reportedly felt betrayed, humiliated, and blindsided by a man she thought she could trust. To her, it wasn't just a breakup, it was a setup that struck deep at her heart and her pride. Their romance first sparked in 2014 at a buzzing party when Kris was still dealing with her separation from Caitlyn Jenner. Corey, who at the time worked with music manager Scooter Braun and was helping Justin Bieber on tour, made a bold move that night. He confidently walked up to Kris, introduced himself, and within minutes had her full attention. The chemistry was instant. Sparks flew fast and wild. Not long after, paparazzi caught them sharing cozy dinners, slipping off to luxurious vacations in Mexico, and looking like they were living a real-life Hollywood love story. Then came Corey's big step into the spotlight. He officially appeared on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's when the drama really kicked in. Not everyone in the family was clapping for this romance. Kris's daughters reportedly had doubts, whispering about the massive age gap and questioning if their mom was falling too hard, too fast. But Kris didn't care. She was glowing, in love, and ready to show it. Just 2 months later, she and Kory hit the Met Gala red carpet, dressed head to toe in sleek black, turning heads like absolute royalty. From the very beginning, the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan had their doubts about Kris Jenner's romance with Kory Gamble, and honestly, who could really blame them? Every sister had their own questions, but it was Khloe who couldn't let her suspicions go. Something about Kory just didn't sit right with her, like there was a missing puzzle piece no one could quite find. She watched, she listened, and she kept her guard up, convinced that not everything about Kory's story made sense.
Fast forward a few years, and things finally came to a boiling point. During a tense 2018 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe decided to confront Kory head-on. She told him straight up that she wanted to feel at ease around him, but admitted there was still a wall between them that she just couldn't break. The moment was intense. You could literally feel the tension through the screen. It was awkward, emotional, and totally unfiltered. Fans were glued to every second, watching Khloe try to protect her mom while also trying to figure out who Kory really was. But even with all the family side eyes and behind-the-scenes drama, Kris and Kory didn't slow down one bit. They took off for a lavish trip to the south of France, sailing across the dazzling French Riviera on a massive luxury yacht. The two were spotted laughing, holding hands, and living it up like nothing in the world could touch him. Kris looked radiant, rocking a huge diamond ring that instantly set social media on fire.
Spotted wearing a massive diamond ring on your wedding finger. Are you and Kory Gamble engaged?
No.
You mean no, you're not going to answer, or no?
No. I'm not going to answer.
People were convinced she'd secretly gotten engaged. Yet Kris wasn't giving anything away. Even when her daughters pressed her hard about the ring, she denied any talk of marriage, keeping the truth wrapped in mystery. Fans couldn't stop guessing. Were they secretly planning a wedding, or was Kris just playing the press like a pro? And just when it seemed like things were finally settling down, boom, the drama exploded again. This time, Kanye West jumped right into the chaos. In one unforgettable episode, Kim revealed that Kanye had cornered Kory, straight up asking why none of them had ever met his family. The entire room froze, silence hung heavy, and in that quiet moment, it felt like everyone realized maybe Khloe's instincts weren't wrong after all. Kim Kardashian might not have agreed with Kanye West's wild, confrontational approach, but deep down, she got it. She knew exactly where his frustration came from. Ever since Kory Gamble stepped into Kris Jenner's life, something about him just didn't sit right with the family. His mysterious vibe, the vague backstory, the way he dodged personal questions, it all made people uneasy. Even Khloe ended up siding with Kanye on this one, and that's when things between Kory and the Kardashians went from uncomfortable to explosive. It all came to a head during what was supposed to be a chill family getaway in Palm Springs. The whole clan gathered to relax, unwind, and spend some peaceful time together, but instead it turned into a storm of emotions. Voices were raised, eyes were rolling, and loyalties were seriously tested. In the middle of it all, Kris snapped and called Khloe out in front of everyone, demanding to know why she kept giving Kory the cold shoulder. But Khloe wasn't the only one questioning him. Kanye's suspicions were rooted in something deeper. Why had Kory never once introduced Kris to his family? Why did so many details about his past feel so blurry? Then, Kanye took things even further. He boldly claimed Kory had a hidden agenda. He went as far as saying Kory was planted in Kris's life, supposedly to shake up the Kardashian family dynamic from the inside. It was a wild accusation, but it didn't come out of nowhere, and it sent shockwaves through the entire Kardashian circle. And just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any bigger, 2022 rolled around, and Kanye went public. He unleashed a string of shocking Instagram posts that sent social media into a frenzy. In those posts, he accused Kory of having tight connections with big industry names like Diddy's family and Justin Bieber, hinting that Kory might have slipped into Kris's life right after her divorce, and not by coincidence. Then came the video, a brief blurry clip Kanye shared that seemed to show Kory kissing another woman. The post disappeared almost as fast as it went up, but the damage was already done.
The Kardashians were furious. They blasted Kanye's actions as erratic, and Kim even discussed the possibility of putting legal controls in place to protect their family's image. But behind closed doors, the whispers started spreading fast. Maybe, just maybe, Kanye hadn't been completely wrong. Kory's strange actions and secretive behavior reportedly broke the family's trust over time, and despite years by Kris's side, he never truly became part of that Kardashian inner circle. According to someone close to the Kardashian-Jenner family, the drama hit a whole new level when Kory Gamble allegedly crossed a serious line, cheating on Kris Jenner with someone shockingly close to her inner circle. The betrayal reportedly went down during a private, star-studded party packed with familiar faces, flashing lights, and just enough chaos for secrets to slip through the cracks. Kris had been there earlier that night, smiling for cameras and chatting with friends, completely unaware that after she left, Kory was spotted sneaking off with a much younger woman, and not just anyone, but someone everyone in their world knew. After 3 long, painful weeks, Kory Gamble finally came back. But something about him was different. He walked through those doors like nothing ever happened, suddenly overflowing with charm, affection, and sweet talk that almost sounded too perfect. He showered Kris Jenner with apologies, promising her the world and swearing he'd make everything right again. But deep down, Kris couldn't silence that small voice in her head whispering that something wasn't adding up. Was this new, loving version of Kory real, or just another carefully planned move in a much bigger game? Everyone around Kris noticed the shift too. Kory's attitude was so smooth, so rehearsed, that it left people uneasy. One minute he was distant and cold, and the next he was acting like the perfect boyfriend straight out of a movie. Even Kris, as guarded and experienced as she is, couldn't help but feel thrown off. Still, trying to move forward, she focused on her business. The very next morning, she left early for an important meeting, doing what she always does, handling her empire with confidence and grace. But what she didn't know was that her entire world was about to shatter in one devastating moment. When Kris returned home later that day, she walked into a nightmare. Kory was gone, completely vanished. No note, no explanation, nothing. But it wasn't just Kory who disappeared. So did valuables worth a jaw-dropping $300 million. Jewelry, cash, rare collectibles, all gone without a trace. Can you imagine that shock? Kris reportedly stood frozen, trying to wrap her head around what had just happened, disbelief and heartbreak flooding through her. She tried everything, calls, texts, messages through friends, but Kory never responded. It was like he'd vanished into thin air. Insiders close to the family revealed that Kris was absolutely shattered, unable to eat, sleep, or even process the betrayal. They said she kept replaying everything in her mind, wondering how she missed the signs. Her daughters immediately stepped in, surrounding her with love and protection as she tried to recover from what might be the most painful and humiliating heartbreak of her entire life. Then came the real kicker. The investigators discovered surveillance footage from a high-end jewelry store in Monaco just days after Kory vanished. The footage allegedly showed a man matching Kory's description, shopping with the same young woman from that infamous party, laughing and flashing expensive watches and diamond chains. When Kris saw the video, she reportedly broke down completely, realizing the man she trusted most might have played her from the very beginning. Friends say she's now determined to reclaim what's hers, emotionally, legally, and financially. She's been meeting with top attorneys, refusing to stay silent any longer. This time, Kris Jenner isn't the one being played. She's the one preparing for the ultimate comeback. And if there's one thing everyone knows by now, no one bounces back harder than Kris Jenner. Now, the question that's shaking Hollywood. Was Kory Gamble ever truly in love with Kris Jenner? Or was this whole thing part of a master plan from the very start? Fans, insiders, and even people who once called him a friend are still trying to connect the dots. Every new rumor adds another twist, and no one seems to know what to believe anymore. Was it love, manipulation, or something far more calculated? The mystery just keeps growing, and the whispers are getting louder by the day. Social media is in a frenzy. Timelines flooded with theories, old clips being rewatched, and fans pointing out signs everyone supposedly missed. Could Kris have been blindsided by one of the biggest betrayals in reality TV history? Or is there still more to this story waiting to explode? So what do you think? Did Corey have this all planned out from the beginning? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Star Watch for more jaw-dropping celebrity scandals and exclusive Hollywood bombshells.